Good afternoon. Hi, it's the Joyster, and I wanted to share a moment with you that happened yesterday. And it was just very interesting because I was telling myself this story, and some of you know that part of the way that I sustain my living expenses is I play poker. And I told myself a story a while ago that said my poker world is not the place where all this transformation gets to happen. And I was sort of compartmentalizing it and putting it in its own bucket and thinking that I was going to need to let go of poker more and more in order to create more space for the possibility of just living my best life. And interestingly, I was at the poker table yesterday and creating conversation and just asking people different questions and just sharing. And then someone asked me what I got to do, and I shared with them about the game changer movement. And I said, I get to inspire kids to trade in violent video games that we then cut into pieces and turn into mosaic art. And my perception of many people who play poker at the various poker rooms that I've been visiting is that's not something that they would be excited to hear about. And I sort of prejudged most of these folks in advance and felt that they wouldn't be very receptive to that. And boy, was I wrong. I'm so glad that I was wrong. So what happened after sharing that is he was like, I shared with him that I did a TEDx talk, and he's like, would I be able to find this TEDx talk? And I gave him the search words, the keywords to search upon, and he looked it up. And then before he left, he left, actually he was driving to Florida from Toledo, and he was just waiting out the traffic patterns, so playing a few hands of poker in the interim. And before he left, he just took it upon himself to just come over and shake my hand. And he said, "Thank you for doing what you do." And he just said, "I'm just so refreshed to hear someone, doing good work in the world." And I was just like so grateful to know that that the story I was telling myself about needing to separate those worlds and to let go of the community that actually is a beautiful community around a poker table um, may also be the same community that will help me launch the game changer movement wherever it gets to live, including hopefully Columbus in the very near future. So I wanted to share that with you because I wanted to let you all know more of who I am and what makes me tick. And it was just interesting because I look at my PSP and I see nothing about poker in or on it. And then now I'm thinking, like, how great would it be to create a poker tournament or something that that helps launch the game changer movement in Columbus. So it's just realizing more and more the both and rather than the either or way of being. And so I'm grateful to have been given more evidence for that, and I'm joyful around it. So that's about that for this offering from the Joyster on this somewhat chilly Friday afternoon. I love you all. I want to let you know that I, due to a lot of my poker life, my my waking time is most people's sleeping time. And so some of the reasons that you may experiencing me sort of in ghost mode on GroupMe is because the times when you're posting the most is the times when I'm either sleeping or playing really present poker. Um, and I will, what you can expect from me is just more intentional times where I can just literally take an hour and just be fully present on GroupMe, and I will figure out what that schedule gets to look like in the very near future. Yeah, I love you all, and I look forward to so much more. Tomorrow is a much bigger day.